Jake Chapman. Jake will be on the show Tuesday. I think Tuesday morning. Wait. Monday is Tyson Bagent. Is Sunday? God, I don't even. But I have a bunch of cool guests next week. We do not know what good. It is one man's biggest mistake. Only so. You do not know who God is. Hi, having a fantastic conversation in my DMs this morning. Probably one of the best ones I've ever had. Good morning. Vikey really sucked Mr. Hiller off with his latest video. Oh, that's cool. I love a fucking great blowjob. Blowjobs are fun. when when um when you have kids, as you grow up, you learn all these rules. And I digress, but I'll take. Let me take us back a little bit. When you grow up, there's all these rules, and people will tell you things like, "Don't steal," "Don't cheat." These types of rules, they call them morals. They call them values. They'll tell you, it goes against God or it's against the law. They'll tell you all of these reasons why. And let's stick with stealing and cheating. They'll tell you all of these reasons you shouldn't do them, and all of them are purely subjective reasons. And let me say this, I don't think I've ever put these words together. If you can steal with and cheat and lie, with honesty, then you're completely absolved from those, from that judgment. That judgment doesn't come. That judgment's not the way people. The way people perceive that is that judgment comes from the outside. And obviously, like in the court system, if you steal someone's car, the judgment does come from the outside, and there'll be consequences based on, the subjective rules that if you claim a car is yours and someone takes it and you have the pink slip, you'll go to jail. These are all like manly rules. These are rules of man-made rules. But the real reason that you don't steal and cheat, the real practical reason, is because you don't want to have to. You don't have. It's pure selfishness. You don't want to have to. You don't want to have to guard any secrets. The most valuable thing we have here as human beings is our own energy, and the freedom to go anywhere we want in our head. So if you have to protect anything in your head, if you have to protect anything in your head, you are not free. That kid in the 5th grade, you spent the night at his house, and you guys went into his closet, and you stuck your finger in each other's assholes. And you've never told that secret to anyone. Um, you you have to people you have to protect that the rest of your life. If you can't get free from that. Barry McCockner, no one did that. Actually, that's a true story. That how do you know about that? That's actually a true story. The reason why you don't, cheat on your wife, there could be, a shitload of reasons, or you don't cheat on your husband. I had a friend who told me he didn't wanna cheat on his wife because he didn't wanna hurt her, and I think that's like a really, like, valid reason, right? You love your wife, you see some other big old titties, you wanna get at 'em, you just want to enjoy yourself, but the reason why, maybe you don't do it, you tell yourself is because you don't want to, you don't wanna hurt her, and shit, and your kids will hate you forever, right? I was having a talk with that the other day with someone. If you'll hurt your wife and your kids will hate you. But the real reason, the most practical reason, the mathematical reason, the most mathematical reason is because you don't wanna have to guard any secrets, because you want an abundance of energy, you wanna be free. The more energy you have, the better the quality of your life. When you're older, when you get to my age, one of the worst things that can happen to you is staying up and not getting enough sleep, because then your whole quality of your next day suffers. You wanna be free, you wanna be intellectually free. You don't wanna steal, not because it's wrong. That shit, it's all made up. That shit don't belong to me. That shit don't belong to you. But you just don't wanna have to guard a lie. You don't wanna have to guard a secret. All it does is drain you of energy. On a daily, I suffer from sleep, deprivation. Yeah, you gotta fix that. That's like a massive, hindrance on the quality of life. And it's like that in the outside world too. The more energy you have, the more gas you have in your tank, the more fertilizer you have on the ground, the more energy you have in your outside world, the better life is too. But the more energy you have on the inside is fantastic also. The best life is a free life. The freer you are, the better. There's no, and there's millions of things draining you too, that you don't even know about. Things waiting. Can you give me an example, Sevon? Sure, I'll give you an example. You drive your car down the street and a rock hits your windshield and now you're pissed. That's just a drain on your energy. It was always there. The potential was there. You had something outside of you that you thought you could protect, that you let emotion that you have some sort of emotional attachment to. That's why having kids is so wild. Because no matter how much you don't live in the world of men, when you have kids, something changes. What made me think of all this to rehash this is, yesterday, and I've seen this happen, fucking 100 times in my family, with my kids and my wife and myself. But yesterday I was, Avi's toe is broken. So yesterday we were working out. He was sitting down and we were playing a game with a 3-pound D ball where I throw it at him. He catches it with one hand and pops it back. And it's a good core, shoulder, arm workout, dexterity. The punishment if you miss the ball can be pretty severe if a 3-pound D ball hits you in the face. And we're doing that. And I cracked a joke at him. I can't remember what I said, but I teased him about something. And he got upset and he got really mad at me. And, um, when he gets mad at me, it hurts me so deeply, and this is the part I don't know, I I never experienced this, before I had kids, but it hurts me so deeply, but it has nothing to do with me because I know his anger towards me only hurts him. Like, people who hate their parents, that only hurts you. When you become a parent, you don't ca you don't care, like, there's no my kid can just look me right in the eyes and be like, "I hate you," and the only thing I feel is his pain. I don't feel any pain of my own. Because at that point, I know he's doing something that he does not wanna do. No one wants to hate their parents. Nobody wants to hate their parents. And, of course, I gave him space. He got up. He ran into my bedroom. He sat on the bed. He elevated his foot because his toe's broken. I walked in there. I said, "Come on, come back out. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm sorry. I'll go easy on you." He said, "No." I went and sat down in the living room, hung out with my wife for a little bit. He came out. He said, "I'm ready to come back." I said, "Okay." I told him I loved him. You'll see it." And he started crying, gave me a big hug and a kiss. I see it anytime they get mad at my wife. I know that within 5 minutes they're going to be crying. They don't, no one wants to be mad at their mom. They're only hurting themselves. But as a parent, it never hurts you. There's nothing my kid can say that can hurt me. There's nothing my child can say that can hurt me. There is no me. Jake Chapman, the older my kids get, the more I understand my parents. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, definitely as soon as I had kids, my whole perspective on my parents changed. There's a whole new set of rules, around feelings, um, and selflessness a depth to the selflessness that arose that's unfathomable until you have kids. Yeah, there you go. I told my mom I hated her when I was 5 for taking a toy bow and arrow away from me, and I've, always regretted it. Yeah, I get it. I try to give my kids so much, no, you never wanna see your kids hurt in any way, and so when you see them lash out at me or their mom, I feel so bad for them because I know that they're only hurting themselves. It would be like watching your kid hit themselves. You're like, "Ooh, that's not good." It's because it takes away it ta your child, you want your child to be free around you. You never wanna be one of the pieces in that you never wanna be one of the pieces that takes energy from your child, that freedom from your child. You don't wanna be, a part of that. You want them to be free. And I think what happens, this wasn't the point of my talk, but I think what happens is this is, I don't know if the word is esoteric. This is not a thing for the out this is not an outside thing in the world. I think some people get that, confused. It's like, um being free isn't like your kid wants to eat chocolate at 3 in the morning in the middle of the night, and you're like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead. Let me make you a big bowl of chocolate, Nutella. Here's a spoon and the thing." It's not that kind of free. I'm not talking about that kind of free. It's not your kid asks you if he could dress up as a girl and you run to the store and get him makeup and a dress and let him. It's not that kind of free. I'm not talking about that kind of free. The freedom I'm talking about is when those thoughts pass. And the more discipline and the more structure And the more boundaries, the more freedom. Fergie, try living in a house full of women. Oh my goodness. Wow, your daughters are beautiful. Or your wives. I don't know if that's your wives or your daughters. Dylan, is Annie coming on? She could. That'd be cool. I looked at Vakey's video today of Andrew Hiller. I looked at the comments. Someone said they like him more than me because he's not sexist like me. So I asked her, "Are you a dumb girl?" I couldn't resist. Can you believe someone thinks I'm sexist? Hold on. Katrin and I need to have a private talk. She says I'm not sexist. Thank you. High Rocks people think I'm sexist. Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations on your engagement. That's awesome. Oh, she's lying? Standy says you're lying. Excuse me. Devon, I love you so much. I love you. Huh. Take that. I don't know, Sevon. This show needs a revamp. What do you mean, like a new host? I was watching clips today. There's this Asian lady. She was a Democratic fundraiser. And she was on Sean Ryan. And she's just fucking spilling the beans. She's talking about how fucked it was in the Biden White House. It's wild. The stories she's telling are wild. Unfortunately, they're probably all true. A Stockholm syndrome. I always hear that. I never know what that is. What is Stockholm? Stockholm syndrome is a psychological response where a victim of abuse or captivity develops positive feelings towards their abuser or captor. Standy, help me. Katrin. You didn't. No. She didn't say that. Don't ever fucking talk without me asking you a question ever again. Sorry. Couples fight. It's Pat Lang. It's what would happen if I kidnapped you. Okay. So Stockholm syndrome. I need to understand this so I never have to look this up again. Stockholm syndrome is when someone abuses you and you start to like it. You feel affection or attachment towards the abuser. And you get angry at those people trying to help you. Oh, is that what the Democrats have? Do the Democrats have Stockholm syndrome? I was talking to someone the other day. I said, "But aren't you at least happy with the freedom of speech we have now?" And they're like, "No, I'm not. It's scary." I was like, "Wow. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's crazy." I want to look at my schedule. Oh boy. Oh boy. I have a lot to read in my DMs. Holy shit. Someone just sent me a book. Okay, today's live call-in show. Tomorrow's live call-in show. Oh wait. I'm gonna get a guest tomorrow. And then the crazy Hawaiian. Remember the slap fight guy is coming on Sunday. Then Monday's Tyson Bagent. Then Tuesday's Jake Chapman. I'm interviewing Jake Chapman Tuesday is more I'm interviewing Jake Chapman, but not in a traditional sense the way I interview people. I'm interviewing him for I don't know what the word is. I don't wanna say a job, but I really need someone from Europe, who's to run a podcast for me that starts at 12 AM Pacific Standard Time, which I think is 8 AM London time. I feel like the Sevan Podcast YouTube station should be going at all times. Yeah, Mason Mitchell, Jake is your guy. I know, I think so. So I've never met Jake before. These are let me write down the positive things I think about, Jake. Um, uh, they're all very superficial. Good looking. Very good depth of knowledge regarding the channel. Depth of knowledge around the Sevan Podcast channel. Affiliate owner. Parent. Parent. That's what I like about Jenny too. Parent. She's a parent to 3 beautiful daughters. Jenny does dense updates. Good looking, depth of knowledge. Maybe it's not good that he's good looking. You think I should only let people on the channel who are uglier than me? We already have JR. Maybe that's not a good thing. Trisha's high functioning autistic. Do you think Jake's autistic? Very sharp. Jake's very sharp. And although he does make a lot of comments in the chat, and so eventually he's gonna have some good ones, I would say him and Heidi are the chat champions. I mean, just the stuff. Yeah, JR's handsome. Maybe I need to kick JR off. Maybe I can't have two handsome guys. Oh, God, I wish I could say stuff like that. Sorry, did someone say good looking? Yeah, with the programming. Jake's very open-minded. Health-oriented, health conscious. Health conscious. Taylor looks like the Lorax. Oh, that's a truth. He's well hydrated. I like Jake. Makes me sad. He's a non-believer. Is he? He's not a religious guy. We'll put that in the negative comment. Not a man of God. Not a man of God. Okay, so that's a con. Thank you. But listen, Kenneth, if he's not a man of God, then that also opens up the opportunity for him through his duration as being a podcast host to get saved, and then we could all witness it and it could inspire other people to be saved. How about that? Keeping it real. I've been hard for 8 days. That's weird. I've been hard for 8 days too. It's crazy. Oh, he's a man's man. That's true. Very manly. Yes, manly. I view him as manly too. He's what the libs would call toxic masculinity. That's for sure. All right. Okay. Jake struggles to restrain himself from mocking Christians. Oh, then that would be good. The American show that happens in the light is the God, and the nighttime show could be the dark. So there you go. What? I have toxic femininity. Hmm. Okay. Good looking, depth of knowledge, good depth of knowledge, affiliate, parent, very sharp, open minded, health conscious, manly. Is awake he's awake during the hours that I want the show to be done, awake during USA nighttime. And when I say depth of knowledge, I mean just around the Sevon podcast, like, he knows all this shit. He knows everyone. Um, anything else? Oh, I haven't heard his voice. I don't even know his voice. Great voice. I'll throw that in there. I'll take your word on it. Great voice. Great voice. Okay. What about the Swiss guy Pedro has on? I don't know who that is. Here's the thing too, it has to be someone who's like that you have to be I think the term is unafraid because, this channel, this YouTube station comes with um, this channel people who have egos, this channel rubs against their egos. And so when you have a big monster ego, this channel can rub up against it, and, this channel is free, and so it bumps into a lot of egos. Like, people hear stuff on this channel, and it rubs up against their egos, and, and so some people are afraid of it or judge it. Like, they say stuff like it's sexist or it's racist or it's like, they're confused. They don't realize they mistake the fact that this show is free and open-minded, and it scares the shit out of them, and so they judge it. They say stuff like, "I'm sexist," or "I attack the athletes," or, you know. This show is kinda like the Trump hat in the CrossFit space maybe. Someone explained that to me one time. I think I'm in, I think I'm, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's like that in your area, but in this area, like, if you wore a Trump hat, um, you would be the oddball out. It's like I heard someone say I shouldn't say people. I heard someone say one time, "Hey, I watch your show. I just don't subscribe to it because I don't want anyone to see that I subscribe to it." It's like liking Trump, like, 2 years ago. So you have no problem being demonetized? No, I definitely don't wanna be demonetized. Oh, that reminds me, I have a meeting today at 9 a.m. with my YouTube manager, which is bizarre because it's a real person, but it's like talking to a robot. Like, everything you say to her, it's like she's reading from a script. It's so bizarre. It's the least real interaction I've ever had with a human being. It is so fucking crazy. Like, there's nothing real about it. I swear to God, if someone told me, "Hey, that whole thing is an AI," I'd believe it. But I see her. I sit here in a conference and I talk to her. Um, and it's also a little disheartening because you realize all the questions she asks aren't things like that I even fucking think about, but I know that everyone else who has a YouTube channel must think about because she says it. "So would you like to know how to get more subscribers?" I'm like, no. I would like to know how to, um, make my show, uh get my show in front of people who might be interested in what I have to say or who might be subscribers, but I don't want subscribers for subscribers' sake." I remember Vakey told me one time that his YouTube station got ruined because, he got that amazing shot of, um, Tia Claire Toomey when she came out of the water and she's like, "Arr," it was an amazing shot and it shows her in slow motion. It was in Madison. She comes out of the water running and it's this just fucking incredible shot of her. And he said he made it into a short, and it got like, 3 million views and he picked up like 40,000 subscribers or whatever. I'm just making the numbers up. And he said that ruined his station because he got all these subscribers that weren't like, you know, um, dedicated to the show. Yeah, you don't want that shit. I don't wanna I would don't want an Instagram account that's like Danny Spiegel's, you know what I mean? I don't want an Instagram account that's like, Katrin's or, you know. I think we've been stuck at, ever since I made the, Jizz and Craig Ritchie, video, I did the stand-up routine on them, ass pounding Cuck Ritchie and Jizz Ritchie, the sta the subscribers, have been like this. The ass pounding of that guy Stoltman didn't help either. Do you remember the guy who, his wife publicly accused him of fucking other strong men and strong women? That one didn't help the channel, that's for sure. I don't know where this is coming from, but holy shit, I was so preoccupied with Bo Derek for like 5 years. Sevi, you're thinking of Bo Derek in the movie in the '80s, the movie 10. God, I remember being a little kid and that movie coming out. Holy shit. Holy shit. Is there stuff like that that still happens? Bob, you know there's people in jail for what they posted on social media. Yeah, totally. The, the UK is fucked up. What a mess. What a mess. I saw this post the other day I wanted to discuss with you guys. This is from, Dense Updates, Instagram account. And, let me play the, I'm gonna play a little bit of the video for you. It's very creative, and who doesn't like the Backstreet Boys? Okay, here we go.
So excited.
What why should I watch?
Tell me why.
Super great opportunity for athletes and for the sport to grow.
Tell me why.
I think it's just like an incredible opportunity for us athletes to get to compete 3 times a year. That's super cool.
Tell me why. I never wanna hear you say.
I love competing. Why not? It's a great opportunity to, compete, do what I love, and throw down with the boys.
Don't wanna hear you say.
People behind the brand is what's been like the most reassuring to me to kind of want to get into it.
Tell me why.
We have pro cards. It feels like we're really making the sport to a whole nother level of professionalism, which is like really exciting. I think what we all really, really want.
Here, dude. Justin. Hey, does that mean this is totally off subject, but does that mean Will Morad is the how there's always the what is a professional athlete, what would make a professional CrossFitter? I think now we know. It's basically Will Morad's the gatekeeper. Right? Is Will Morad the gatekeeper? Like if you want to be a professional athlete, you have to get a pro card from Will Morad? Darius. Pro card. There you go, buddy. Here's your card. There's your card. There's your pro card. You know what I will tell you this, where I have a little bit of a soft spot regarding the athletes. I feel like sometimes when I talk about them, it's like making fun. You ever when you have little kids, sometimes they'll come out of their room and they're dressed and they think they're dressed so fucking cool and they look completely ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like they'll have a patch on from a Halloween costume and then like a button-up shirt tucked into their sweats. And they're like, okay, I'm ready to go. And you're like, fuck no. What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? And you're just laughing. You just can't stop but laugh. You're like, who the fuck dressed you? You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of like that. They just don't know. They're just, because they're 5 years old or 30 years old or 22 years old. They just don't know. And so part of it's like it's like or you ever been with someone who's never driven a car before and they drive a car and they're driving it like this? You ever let your like 6-year-old sit in front in your lap while you're driving the car and they drive it like this? And you're like, dude, stop. You don't got to do that. Just hold the wheel like this. You don't like driving's like 90% like you don't do nothing. If you feel like the athletes are always doing this, like, dude, you don't have to do. Your life doesn't have to be like that. Like the other day, someone asked Ariel Lowen if she's joining the Open, and she had a fucking meltdown. I was like, girl, no, you just drive like this. It's okay. How does Ariel get upset if someone asks her if she's doing the Open? When, dude, you're a professional athlete, you should be like, "Thank you, I'm glad you're interested," even if it is to ass pound me and laugh. Like who, like, uh, um, uh, what? How the fuck are you upset? Anyway, Alex Kazan writes in the comments here, "You all keyboard warrior," and I really like Alex. I like love Alex. "You all keyboard warriors really lack class. This spoiled athlete, whatever that means, actually loves her affiliate." Like, I think you've worked extremely hard for everything you've earned, Alex. "And wanting another league that is headed in the direction of being able to have a livable income to compete is not a crime." No, it's cool. Congratulations for you. That's awesome. I hope it works out for you. "You all want us to be circus monkeys and do cool shit." So I just want to like send this message out there to all the athletes. You all want us to be circus monkeys and do cool shit, but it's not like back in the day where you can train 1 hour at the gym and be the best. Unless you're extremely talented, it's a full-time gig now. Just so you know, you want to be the circus monkey. We do not want you to be the circus monkey. You are the circus monkey. You have chosen to be the circus monkey. We have no vested interest. We don't give two fucks if you're a circus monkey or not. You have chosen to be the circus monkey. You are a circus monkey. You take yourself, because of how good you are, you have to take yourself very seriously. I understand that. But do not get confused. No matter how serious a circus monkey takes themselves and how hard they work to be a circus monkey, you will always be, as an entertainer and a performer, a circus monkey. And you want to. We don't want you to be that. We don't want you to be a circus monkey even in the tiniest little bit. At most, we wish we were circus monkeys. But you have chosen to be a circus monkey. Not us. And we appreciate that you do it. In our free time, when we're not raising our kids, working our 2 jobs, mowing the lawn in the backyard, we like to go on the internet and watch your fucking insanely beautiful bodies run around and lift heavy shit in the smallest clothes fucking humanly possible that cover your genitalia and your titties and your cack and balls. It is absolutely fantastic to watch. And we love glorifying you. We like the circus monkey that can pick up a handful of shit and throw it furthest out the cage. And we like it when it hits the viewers. But please, no one wants you to be a circus monkey. You have chosen. No one's chosen you to be the circus monkey. You have gotten on the stage and captivated us with your performances, your ball juggling, your insane bodies, your smiles, your passion, your dedication, your tip of the spear activities. But you've chosen that. We don't want you to be that. You've chosen that. That's it. I think that's like an important distinction. You're free. You get to choose what you want. We don't care. You're only like that relative to the fact that you've chosen to go on stage and relative to the other circus monkeys. So if you're juggling 5 balls and then another circus monkey's juggling 6 balls, our gaze may transfer from you to the one juggling 6 balls. But since you guys are barely clothed, we may look back at you because it might be more fun to watch your body than that monkey's body. But then someone juggles 7 balls, so then maybe their body doesn't matter as much. Like, even if their body's not as good as the 5-ball juggling monkey, we were like, "Oh, shit." Sabir and Kelly, circus monkeys don't get paid. So that's it. And we're glad you've chosen oh, look here. Here, look. I mean, come watch me at 7 a.m. every morning and support my incredible opportunity. Thank you. And then this guy, this is Justin Medeiros' film guy. I've never met him. The only thing I remember about him is I think he has a 500-pound deadlift. How dare CrossFit athletes do anything against what the Sevan squad thinks? Like, dude, listen, it's not like that at all. I think you guys are doing a horrible job of promoting it. Absolutely horrible job. The thing with being in front of the public eye is you can't complain. Imagine if I came on here and I started complaining. And Mr. D Hammy, oh, you should always push that shit down. You can't. You look like when people who are on the stage are complaining about being on the stage, it doesn't work. It betrays the performance. It betrays the performance. We're watching you already. There's nothing like what we think about your performance, whether it's good or bad, should be completely irrelevant to you. You're performing and don't worry about what we're saying at all. It betrays your performance. Hamming deadlifted 545, but can he still do it? Jesus Christ. CrossFit, I deadlifted 580. My goodness. That's why, like, all the athletes out there. This is the litmus test. This is the litmus test if you have a good agent or not. If you're not sure whether you should, if you're not sure if you have a good agent will be able to navigate all of the most forward-facing platforms in the space where you wanna be. So let me give you an example. I'll give you an example of one good agent. So there's this agent, Snorri, Sarah Sigmund's daughter from Finland. He has a great relationship with CrossFit. He has a great relationship with the Will Morad Fitness League. He has a great relationship with myself. He has a great relationship with the athletes. He can navigate everywhere. That's what you want. And then all you need to do is worry about how many balls you're juggling as a dancing monkey. That's it. If for some reason you hear your agent bad-mouthing someone, that's the first bad sign. Now your agent has an ego. Your agent should be egoless. You want an egoless agent. Oh, because they should be singularly focused on opportunities they can get you. Are Souza and Pedro good agents? We shall see. Pedro's great. Pedro can navigate it. Pedro navigates all the landscapes. Everyone loves Pedro. How's JR doing? I think good. I'm trying to get him on tonight's show. Tonight we have a show. Oh yeah, I forgot about tonight's show. So tonight we have a whole, I don't know how many. I want to say 20 applicants of people who want to be the Dave Castro role for the Open this year. They want to get up and be like, 13.2 is, and then say that. And so we have like 20 videos, and we're going to view all of them today. I'm trying to get, I wanted to get Bill Grundler and Susan since they're affiliate owners, but I think Bill's busy. So we're going to a backup plan, JR. So I think it's me, JR, Brian Spin, the most trusted and biggest news source in the CrossFit space, Susan and JR. So I think we're doing a show. No binge, no peace. No binge bros. I know. I listen, fucking talk to Hiller. I don't know how much more I can I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know how much more I can do. Standy, binge bros is lame and now canceled. Yesterday my workout, get out your pencils and papers. Yesterday's workout. I got this from someone who goes to Annie Sakamoto's gym. It's a little different than the workout she did. She programmed yesterday, just a little bit. She had programmed this workout that was, I heard 20 seconds of 20 seconds of rowing, then 20 seconds of thrusters with 135, 1 minute rest, 8 rounds. But what I did 30 seconds of rowing, 30 seconds of thrusters. I started with the bar, 45 pounds, even though the weight at her gym was 135. God, I'm a pussy. God, I'm a pussy. And then I worked my way up to I think I worked my way up to like 75 pounds by like the last set. So 45 to 75 pounds I did. I added a little each time. I did 30 seconds of rowing, 30 seconds of thrusters, 1 minute rest, 8 rounds. And then I went and drank some shit that's called like Vitargo that someone told me I should drink if I'm going to do longer workouts. Don't tell Greg. I drank some shit called Vitargo. Do you guys know what that is? And then I put 145 on the bar, and I did 1 deadlift, 1 power clean, 1 deadlift, 1 power clean with 145, like touch and go, alternating between deadlift and power clean, every 2 minutes for 20 minutes. That was my workout yesterday. I was wrecked. I was so tired. How hairy is your chest? Not very hairy. My chest, the hair on my body is not like a thick, I don't have, it's more like an Asian woman's pussy. You know what I mean? It's kind of wispy. It's like, you know, I mean, even look at my arms. Like I don't have hair on my hands and shit. I just have like a little bit of hair everywhere. I'm not like I couldn't smuggle anything in my hair. Like I can't put a comb in it and it hangs in there. You know what I mean? It's not like that. Mike DeVito, it's literally the fastest mouth to muscle carbohydrate out there. Yeah, maybe that's, yeah. I'm a circus monkey for sure. I'm a circus gorilla. Sevon just described what a solid warm-up should be. I know. Dude, I know. Trust me, I know. Yeah, Vitargo is like a carbohydrate powder. Yeah. You want me to pull it up so you can see it? I took so basically last week I got Vitargo and BCAA supplements. I've never taken either of those products before, and I got all no flavored shit. It's just like the powders, and then I got just a protein powder, no flavor. It says just like It's just one item. And that's it. Oh, and then I take citrulline and citrulline. Is that the stuff? And creatine. I thought you did when Swolverine saying stuff. You thought I did what? Took Vitargo? Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I forgot. You're saying I took the BCAAs when maybe I did. Maybe I don't remember. Maybe I did. I still have so much Swolverine shit left over. Mike McCaskey, BCAAs have little proof of efficiency. All right. I'll show you the Vitargo. By no means am I trying to sell it. Vitargo. Hey, and you know what the craziest thing? Has anyone in the chat ever taken Vitargo? I have this, but I have the I have the one with mine has no flavor. I don't know. It says mango, fruit punch, lemon, mango. Oh, I have this one, plain scoops. Has anyone ever taken this in the chat? Every day. You take it every day? I shit you not. Women might not understand this. But by the way, it looks nothing like that. That powder in the picture, it does not look like that. Mine does not look like that at all. It does not look, that's protein powder. That is not what it looks like. It is this white powder that's somewhere between salt and flour in its look, and it's white. And when you put water, mix it with water, it looks exactly like semen. It behaves exactly like semen. It is so trippy. It's like drinking gel. It is the weirdest product ever. The texture is it's like no, it doesn't. I don't know if it tastes like semen. It doesn't taste like anything. I don't know what semen tastes like. But Jake Chapman, yeah, you know when you drop a load in the toilet and it goes and how it just acts in the toilet? That's it's fucking it's crazy. I showed my wife. She just looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, this stuff's like semen. You've never seen a just by cluster dextrin, that's all you need. It is no, I'm not lying. It is so weird. It almost makes it so you can't like you put it in the cup and you look at it, and as a dude, you're like, I've seen this before. I mean, it turns from a powder into semen like that. It just all coagulates. I don't know. It's so trippy. Everything about the way it behaves tells you not to drink it. I should probably trust my instincts. It's what does this stuff do? Someone said in the chat, it's like the fastest way to get carbs to your it's the fastest way to get carbs to your muscles, I guess. Why do you drink it? Because someone told me to. So I just thought I'd try it. I probably will never do it again. It's also because like I'm working out more now. Like I'm like, I'm not just sitting on the assault bike. Like I'm doing shit. I'm getting at it. Put more water and it will be more tolerable, but flavorless leaves your mind, lets your mind wander, and your mind will always go to semen. I don't make the rules. Yeah, isn't it weird? So you agree with me? It is like semen. It's so trippy. It's so trippy. My wife does a hot Pilates class. She doesn't take any supplements or anything like that, but she does a hot Pilates class and she does it every day, or a hot yoga class. And yesterday she was getting her water, and I said, hey, will you put a scoop of this in your water and drink it while you do your hot Pilates class? I want to see how you react to it. I don't think she was a fan. Yeah, Exactly. It sticks to the sides of your cheeks just like it too. Yeah. It's dude, it behaves just I'm telling you, it behaves. It behaves crazy. Matt Burns Sevi, eat more carbs like sweet potatoes in your meals. That shit is a waste of money. You're probably right. I mean, you know, it just motivates me. It's like getting a new pair of shoes, running shoes that are $200, and then like you're like, okay, I'm gonna run 3 miles every day for a month. It's just motivating me. I just need to make sure I'm lifting some heavy shit every single day. I can't like that. Like 6 months ago, that a 145 power cleans would have fucking killed me. And yesterday the bar is just like flying, so it's cool. It's fine. I don't mind a little. I don't mind. Yeah, you bought what is this? You bought dehydrated semen. Hey, dude, I yeah, it's so do you remember CBS 60 Minutes did an interview with Kamala Harris? And when the interview came out, they had asked her a question, and her answer was so bad that they edited out the answer she gave for the question and put in another answer that she gave for a different question. So if I asked you how old you were and you said, and you gave some stupid answer, and then later on I asked you, how old's your husband, and you said 43, they put that answer in, right? Let's say I asked you, how old are you? And you're like, well, I'm old enough, and the grass has grown deep and long, and I appreciate the trees and the cars, and I love watching cement dry. And you're like, oh, that's not going to work. That makes you look like a jackass. So then later on, I ask you a question, how old's your husband? And you say 43. So they take that answer and they splice it in when they say, how old are you? And you go 43. And everyone's like, well, she's not 43, but I guess the answer works. You don't look like a fucking idiot, right? CBS did that. 60 Minutes did that. And now, and just so you know, CBS has a there's these airwave license. They're not through cable. Probably most of you are too young to know this, but there's these things. I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're airwave license. So basically, back in the day when we used to watch TV, we didn't have cable, so you put an antenna on top of your TV, and the U.S. government gave license to broadcasters to use certain bandwidths that they could send out their TV signals on. And it was a huge privilege to have one of those licenses. And I think they're crazy expensive. But getting that license comes with certain rules around certain shows. And I think that CBS has one of those licenses, and I think they violated the rules by this could be considered like election interference. Good old rabbit ears. Yeah. Anyway, listen to her answer. Listen to this. This is beyond amazing. Okay, here we go.
Answer that never made air. Watch.
I'm trying to understand how it is that with this emphasis on the border, the numbers of crossings quadrupled under the first 3 years of the Biden-Harris administration. How did that happen?
There are a variety of factors that relate to what we have seen globally and what we are not immune from at our own border in terms of what we have seen in terms of surge of immigration and irregular migration. And there are solutions at hand, but we've got to have leaders who are solution oriented, which we've been and are.
Hey, it's like listening to Annie Thor's daughter talk. It's like, I know what she's saying. She's saying that it's a global problem and that there's solutions, but they're not the solutions that and our solution is actually to let the border keep coming, leave the border open. But she just won't want to. She, like, really what she wants to say is like, hey, fuck you. We're flooding the fucking United States with immigrants, and that's the plan. It's fucking wild. Hey, it's identical to the Annie thing. what she wants to say is, hey, I'm a I'm a dancing monkey at the highest level. Have some fucking respect for me. I fucking have done this fucking forever. It's so fucking hard. I've even thought I was gonna die before, and I should never feel like that. And fucking Lazar's dead, and and that's fucked up. And I'm basically like, this is my opportunity, even though I'm retiring anyway, just to say fuck you to Dave and fuck you for all the angst I've ever had towards CrossFit. And what I would like to see is fucking Dave get fired. Or at least the opportunity for you guys to talk about it openly and just be like, yeah, we fucked up. It won't happen again. And you're not giving me anything. Like, you haven't even told us what you're going to do with the next swim event if you're going to have more lifeguards. You haven't even acknowledged that you didn't have a scuba team there to get them out. Shit like that. You know, that that would be honest if she said that. But instead, it's like some crazy like word salad of abstractions. That means there's people who probably think Kamala was articulate there. Imagine filling in what you think other people are saying so fast that you think they're actually saying something. It's like, what?
Black Lives Matters movement, founded by 3 lesbian women who, at the end of the day, raised over $90 million, and not a single penny went to the descendants of George Floyd. However, they bought mansions and outfits and clothes.
I want to be honest with you about that. I don't think they bought mansions. Like, they just bought normal homes in California. I think, from what I've seen. I'm just going to say that. Like, I don't think they bought mansions.
Clothes and fingernails and hair extensions and all of these various different things were purchased with that money. But
I think they got strippers, like transgender strippers too. I remember that. They had a party where they like had tranny strippers come.
none of the money went towards benefiting the Black community. And so these people are called race hustlers and race baiters. And one of the things that we find through history is that that is a job. Some people take it upon them to make it their job to keep people divided. Look at the Black Lives Matters movement.
Can you imagine that? You think that they know they do that? Bob, not only is Trump suing CBS, if CBS loses the suit, they will go under, and there's a huge bid to buy CBS. Yeah, Kamala Harris's talk on electric buses was hilarious. Matthew 23:28. Outwardly, you look like righteous people, but inwardly, your hearts are filled with hypocrisy and lawlessness. It's a dangerous game, judging other people. You don't really know. You don't really know what anyone's thinking. They could be saying all sorts of shit, but you don't know what they're really thinking. Like when your kid says, I hate you, like he doesn't hate you. And as a parent, you get that wisdom. What your kid's doing is that they're hurting themselves. You'd be crazy to think your kid hates you. Why would anyone hurt themselves like that? And you feel it. You don't feel anything. You don't feel anything. My kid says, I hate you, Heidi. I don't feel anything except like, oh no, my kid is hurting. I don't feel like Sevon doesn't feel shit. And so if you catch yourself judging other people based on what you hear, just be careful. But Sevon, you judge people all the time. Well, isn't that ironic? Isn't that ironic? Mike McCaskey, $6 million home has allies and critics skeptical of BLM Foundation's finances. Really, what a $6 million? Maybe the total was it the total number of homes they bought were for $6 million? We're doing an intramural open at the gym and charging members $35, and they get a T-shirt and such. A member said, "I want to make sure none of that goes to HQ first." Oh man, I'm gonna die on that hill. I truly don't give a fuck how the open does or doesn't do. Zero. Someone asked me the other day if I get paid to promote the open. I thought that was fucking. How retarded do you? Let me just be very clear. Since the day I got my severance check, I've never received a fucking penny from HQ. Now, I want the open to do fucking amazing. I thought you said you didn't care if, how it does or doesn't do. I don't. I don't care. But I want it to do really fucking good. It's more prize money for the athletes. It's a little bit of a fuck you to the people who are fucking hating on the open. It's exciting. That means more people are going to watch the games. That means maybe more people will watch my show. It'll be more fun. More people, more energy. But I don't care. But I want it to. The open kind of, I'm trying to think of a way to explain that. It's like you want a sunny day, but if it rains, I'm really excited that it's raining too. It's great. If I want rain and it's a really sunny day, I'm still like, yeah, great day. Nick, why don't you care, Sebon? Because you think CF can thrive without revenue from the sport? No, has nothing to do with that at all. Because I just don't, there's nothing on the line for me. It's because I choose not to make it. I choose not to, like, I want to tell you something like I fucking really care about, like really, really care about. That's like one of my big fucking agendas. You ready? I take my kids a lot of places and we park in parking lots. And my kids will do this thing where, so let's say there's a crosswalk here, right? Sorry, Katrin, do you mind helping me with this? Okay. So let's say there's a crosswalk here and my kids are going to cross the street, right? Like this. They're going to cross the street, right? And so cars are coming this way over Katrin's chin, right? And my kids are going to come out like this, right? And her tits are cars, right? And my kids are shorter than the cars. So my kids walk between her tits and they think because they're in a fucking crosswalk, they can just cross, but they don't realize they have to stop here and look this way and this way because Katrin's tits are blocking the car from seeing them if it's driving through the sidewalk. You didn't know that this, are you out of your fucking mind? You didn't know that, what the fuck are you, look at, buddy. Where do you think my hand, my wrist is going to rest? Yeah, so that's what I care about. I don't want, my kids need to know that when they're walking through Katrin's tits because they're so short that a car could come and fucking still hit them. Like, it doesn't see them crossing the street. I need them to have situational awareness about that. That's the kind of shit that I'm like, fuck, dude. and it's every day. And they live such like a blissful life. They're like, dude, it's crazy. So that's like a that's like a you know what I mean? That's like a it's a pencil holder. Did anyone else not know this was 3D? This thing is so awesome. What's crazy is it's like one of the best pictures I've ever seen of her. She looks great. I don't even know. I wish I knew who sent this to me. I think my wife's asked me like 3 times, "Who sent that to you?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't know. Who sent that to you? I don't know." I think she thinks that I ordered it. And the tits are crazy. I'm kind of over like, before it was kinda weird putting my hand on her tits all the time, but now I'm kind of like, I'm chill. Do you think anyone in the world has a mouse pad that's me, and, like, there's a bulge in my pants and someone rubs the dick part? Like, there's some guy or girl out there who does that? There's gotta be one, right? If you become famous or you're a dancing monkey, one of the things that's an objective, God-given fucking law that you have to know is that everyone can and will have opinions about you. And it's your agent's job not to be offended by any of those. And if your agent is offended by any of those, or you ever feel your agent feeling defensive for you, you should be very careful. It may seem like loyalty. But you need to be able to distinguish between loyalty and what your agent's true job is, to navigate all the waters. Stan, do you think there's anyone who has one of these and it's like my head and my crotch and like there's like some girl somewhere sitting somewhere or some guy just like resting his wrist on my dick all day? I'm not really a dartboard guy. Oh, I see what you're saying. You think that someone, if there is one of me, it's a dartboard. I said no. I said no. Me and my buddies were looking for your Instagram account the other day to ogle you, but we couldn't find it. We were like, I know I follow you. We just couldn't find it. We were like looking up ocean girl or biology girl or someone's like, she's a biochem major. Like we a bunch of us wanted to ogle you, but we never found. I apologize. Oh, that's a great shirt. Wow. 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 That's an incredible shirt, Vindicate. I'd rock the shit out of that. Wow. I don't know if I'm allowed to show you guys that. Maybe it's a proto. Damn, that's a great shirt. That monkey should be wearing a Sevon podcast shirt. Is my only CEO shirt. Okay, so make seat pads for Sevon's face with the 3D nose. Oh, that would be awesome. You mean like for your car? Well, good thing I don't have photos of myself on there. Oh. That'd be interesting. Okay, race baiters, check. Alex Kazan, check. Have you guys been watching Sean Strickland's press conferences? If you hadn't, you are so missing out. This I saw this in Scientific America today. They found an actual man in Canada. There's one man left in Canada. They found him. Fuck, where did that go? They found one man left in Canada. Here he is. You guys want to hear him talk? The only male.
The government is coming out with a $1.3 billion plan to address border security. Do you think that's enough to stop Trump's tariffs? And if it was up to you, how much specifically would you spend on border security? What number would you put on it?
Well, you ask a classically CBC question, which is how much money can you spend on a problem? Well, that's the wrong question. That's exactly the question Trudeau has been asking for 9 years. It's the reason he's doubled our debt while making everything worse. So, for example, he spent $80 billion on housing affordability. Well, how'd that work? He doubled housing costs. He spent $60 million on his gun confiscation. 0 guns. He spent millions on a school food program that hasn't served a single solitary meal. So we should not judge a program based on how expensive we can make it. We should judge it by what it can do. How many helicopters? How many drones? How many boots on the ground? That's the question I will be asking when I'm Prime Minister. And how do we deliver it for the lowest possible price to taxpayers? Wouldn't it be nice if we had a Prime Minister who said, we secured the borders, we put more boots on the ground, we stopped tons and tons of fentanyl from traveling back and forth, we arrested the terrorists, we shut down the organized crime, we reduced gun crime, and by the way, we did it with less tax dollars. That's how our mentality has to change. We have to stop judging politicians by how expensive they can make things and start judging them by the results they get. You went into a restaurant and had a terrible experience. The food was awful. You got food poisoning. The service was bad. You wouldn't walk out and say, but it was great because it cost me $1,000. And because it's the most expensive restaurant around, it must be the best. No, we judge the meal by the food on the plate and the service that delivered it. That's how I'm going to run a common sense conservative government.
Thank you. What's that guy's name? Well, I don't even know how to say his name. What's that guy's name? Pierre Poilievre. Man, he said a lot there. So who wins the Super Bowl? It's the Eagles and the Chiefs. Do the Eagles have a chance? Who's supposed to win that? Should I watch that? I was thinking about having people over. Not like a lot of people, just like 3 or 4. I think we've talked about this next clip a little bit, but I think this one actually has the audio of what people think Barron Trump said. And remember, Biden tried to put his fucking dad in jail. So just imagine how much this kid fucking hates Joe Biden. He must hate him to death. Caller, hi. Hey. Caller. No, I can't. Hold on. What the fuck? Okay, now I can hear you. Hello.
There you go. I can hear you. You can hear me.
Oh, thank you for the coffee this morning. Great coffee.
Doing my best. Speaking of the Super Bowl, you see what deal we got going on?
What? No, you have a Super Bowl deal?
Yeah, it's on our Instagram. I found the picture hilarious. I don't know who made the picture, but it's hilarious.
You've lost control of your company. You don't know who made the picture. It happens.
It just happens. It happens like that. When you have confidence in your team, you just let them do what you let them do. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is that an Eagles jersey? Oh, it is an Eagles jersey.
That's my face over what's his name's body, Jalen Hurts.
Hey dude, that earring is amazing. And I like the glow behind you, the Jesus glow. Very nice touch. The halo. Very nice.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Since I'm a betting man and I like to I like to sports gamble every once in a while. We're doing the same thing we did last year. So basically this year, if the Eagles win, if you place an order from 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to the end of halftime of the Super Bowl, you're entered to win this. If the Eagles beat the Chiefs, you pay for your coffee. So you ordered 2 bags of coffee, you paid for that coffee, you get your coffee.
What do you mean? You get you? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
But if the Chiefs win, the 2 bags of coffee that you ordered, completely free. I give you a gift card value of whatever that order was. So if you ordered $169 worth of coffee, the Eagles win, you paid $169, you're getting you're getting your order. But if the Chiefs win, I'm giving you a gift card for $169.
Why 169?
I'm just saying if that's what you spent.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
let's say you buy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so wait a second. So you're saying if you buy coffee and the Kansas City Chiefs win, however much coffee you get, you'll get a matching gift card. If Philadelphia wins, your order's free?
If Philadelphia wins, you paid for your order, you get your order normally. That's it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. If the Chiefs win, your order is free.
Okay, and they are gonna win, right?
I mean, if you like free coffee, then you want the Chiefs to win.
So if I go on there and I order $300 worth of coffee, and the Chiefs win, I'll get my coffee and a $300 gift card only for the price of what I paid for the coffee.
Yep. Last year I kind of shot myself in the foot where I said, hey, if this team wins, I'll refund you your money, which was very irresponsible of me to say, because it puts me in a hole to refund you your money, and then I have to eat the cost of the refund.
By the way,
when you refund,
Jake Chapman just said when he sees you, he's going to wrestle you to the ground and not let you up until you spit in his mouth.
I guess we had a little back and forth one time when the Clintons took over your podcast.
Yeah.
Jake's a good dude. I just, you got to figure people out. I figured him out, and he's a good dude. And if it's worth anything, I mean, I nominate him, and he had my vote for the podcast that you want to have him do.
Tell me what happened. Did he make a your mama joke or something, and you're like, fuck you? Or like, what happened? He made a joke that didn't land with you?
No, I don't know. I vaguely remember. I definitely don't remember.
Oh.
Like whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good. But it's like a back and forth. People sometimes they forget that like I'm a person, and if I can, like, I'll say something, and I have a filter, but I'm also not afraid to be unfiltered.
One of my
friends,
that
makes any sense.
Yeah, totally. One of my friends said to me the other day, they go, hey, why are some of the people in the chat an asshole? And I said, because they're mirroring me.
If they take it that way, I guess, then people are be assholes.
I mean, listen, if you can't take, like I come on here, anyway. I know what you're going to say. It's just a cantankerous crowd. You know what I mean? Like, between Standy and Jeremy and David Weed and Pat Lang, and it's like, and I'm like, like they're not saying anything that I wouldn't say if I was in the chat. Like when I was watching Wadapalooza, it's so hard not to troll. Like I get these people now in the comments more than ever. It's so hard, right? It's so hard to watch a show and not troll. It's like, especially someone like Jake Chapman, where all you want to do is crack one-liners. Like that's how I am. I just want to rip people the whole fucking time.
Yeah, I mean that's who he is, and that's who all these other people are. But isn't that a better environment where you have people who might not? I guess people that come in and have disdain for you, or people that come in and have different opinions. And wouldn't you rather have that than just like everyone beating, following the same beat of the drum? Isn't that?
Or just everyone
better?
The entire time just telling me how great I am.
There was someone I spoke to in Wadapalooza that was having a really tough time. And they caught me at a really, really good time, because all I did at Wadapalooza was just work as hard as I could to make sure that everyone knew who the hell we were.
Yeah.
And they caught me at a really at the perfect time because they were looking for sympathy. And I was like, well, no, I'm not going to give you sympathy. I'm going to give you the option of hard work. I'm going to give you the option of like, hey, here's the mirror. Like everything that everyone's like talking shit to you about and everything that everyone is saying like, hey, you did wrong. Like that's criticism. Take it as constructive criticism. So next year you work harder than you are now to make sure that those problems don't come up. And guess what? Next year, other problems are going to come up. And I don't think that that's what they were looking for, but that's what they needed.
Right.
And I think maybe kind of that's what you are, but from your delivery is your delivery versus, my delivery might be different.
Hey, what do you think about this? My strategy is this with the chat. Always let them have the upper hand a little bit so I have a little bit of equity. You know what I mean? So like if you tell me you're ugly, then I won't say anything worse than you're ugly to you. I'll just go like, yeah, it's probably hard for you to get a date. You know what I mean? Just a little less stingy than their jokes. I try to stay on this side of their jokes so that I have a little bit of equity. You know what I mean?
I mean, everyone plays in
like I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Like sometimes I'm like, ooh, I shouldn't have said that. I don't want mine to land harder than theirs. Like I want to like it's a successful show. I feel like if everyone feels like they got like a good one-liner in on me.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that everyone's playing your game though, right? Like this is your platform. You have the ability, like whether you're like, yeah, I want everyone to have one up on me. It's still your game. Everyone's choosing to play Sevy's game.
Yeah. CrossFat
like
wrote, I knew it. Fuck you. You didn't know shit.
Also, Mike McCasty, I think he's another person that I had a little squabble with when he said something about our discount. Remember where you buy a gift card for 50, you get 150?
Yeah. I remember that. That hit me the wrong way too. I got defensive for you. I wanted to fucking mash people.
No, it's all good. I mean, it's fine. You want those people, right? Because you want to have the retorts. You want to be questioned. You don't just want everyone to be like, yeah, Paper Shoe Coffee is the best coffee out there. No, I don't grow from that. I don't make a better business. I make a better business when someone says, hey, my shipment hasn't arrived yet. I become a better business when someone says, hey, the coffee bag was open. Even if it's not my fault, if it's UPS's fault, USPS's fault, I'll take extreme ownership and be like, all right, cool, here's a free whatever. Just to make sure everyone's experience is good. But at the same time, like, what do I grow from getting glazed all the time? Definitely not. I need people to tell me, hey, this is what's wrong with my business, so I can then become a better business and a bigger business going forward.
Glazed.
That's who I am.
Glazed. I'm gonna glaze my mouse pad later.
Oh shit, yeah. But yeah, man, that's our Super Bowl. That's our Super Bowl thing. And someone asked if I'm gonna do something with the WPF. Hey, man, the coffee shops are coffee shopping. We don't need to do anything with anyone else. We're exploring opening one up in Miami. So that'll be fun.
You should be the coffee. You should, but just so you know, like being the official coffee sponsor of the WTF or like providing coffee at a WTF event would be fucking awesome. I fully support that.
Aren't we the unofficial official coffee of fucking fitness?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we are?
Yeah. I mean, if you were selling coffee in hell, I'd be glad. I mean, I'm like it's great coffee. It should be sold fucking everywhere.
Yeah, but there's a barrier to entry. Like I don't need the barrier to entry is what I have to pay a fee to then sell coffee at your place, like, which is understandable, but that's not where I'm coming from now. Like I have two places, thankfully, thanks to you and thanks to everyone in the chat, where people just walk in and just buy an awesome cup of coffee from really, really cool individuals that work there. Like I don't need to.
There's nothing unethical or immoral if you would have sold coffee for sold coffee at the Democratic National Convention. There's nothing immoral. There's nothing immoral or it would be a huge congratulations for you.
Yeah, it's again
like if the Wilmore Fitness League said, hey, we want you to stream our event, I'd be like, my pleasure.
There's
nothing
totally fine.
immoral or unethical about it. I don't think anyone yet. I mean, do you?
No, not at all. I mean, there's going to be people that do think that, but at the end of the day, there's nothing. Immoral? No, definitely not. Unethical? Not really. People will ask questions and be like, "Hey, why are you doing this?" Didn't you just like, but fuck them? And it's like, yeah, well, that's how the game works.
Yeah,
It's
and
back and forth. It's ping pong.
yeah, I'm stoked for everything that's going on there, but I can still have an opinion like, holy shit, this thing is a sinking ship. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers swallowed a hand grenade and they don't even fucking know it. You know what I mean? Like, I can be like, dude, this is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. Good job. All the athletes are making money, but holy fuck, I can still have the opinion like this thing is gonna be a giant bottomless pit of money. Money sucking. And
That's every business. This is a brand new business, right? They
Yeah.
haven't been around for a while,
Yeah.
so they're. I'm assuming. I'm 100% assumption. I'm assuming they're going into this project knowing that, hey, for the first few years, we're going to lose money. I'm sorry, we're going to need to invest money into our business without a return. I'm assuming that that's what you're going into because I'm doing the same thing. I'm investing money, and the return I see goes right back into the business.
Right.
Like, if someone, hey, there's a difference between losing money and there's a difference between investing money. Losing money is someone literally taking money, or you opening the car door and money just flies out. Like that's you losing money. But if you're telling me, hey, I lost money because I went to Wadapalooza and I didn't sell a lot of product, you're stupid. You invested money and you just haven't seen the return on investment yet.
Right. Fair enough.
So
well said. You're like a real businessman.
Yeah. I portray one very, very well on a Sub-On podcast.
Thank you. All right. Order from Paper
I'll
Street
talk-
Coffee now. Do not spell out street.
Not yet. Not
Oh,
yet.
When?
Starting Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. Will you okay. Will you call
I'll remind
call
you.
in Sunday morning? Okay, cool.
I got you guys. And yes, Mike, I'll pay for whatever you want me to pay.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you guys.
Okay, bye. All right, that's a crazy deal. I'm trying to get a special guest on Saturday. I just realized I need to see something really quick. I have to see when this God, the comments on the Dense Update shows are always so good. RFK loses key swing vote. I have to find out when my meeting is. Oh, what if I had my meeting? Someone keeps trying to hack one of my Instagram accounts. It's crazy. What if I asked the lady if I could stream my YouTube manager, if I could stream the meeting with her? She'd never let me do that. I have to find out. I really don't want to do this meeting. I wonder if Susan's going to do it with me. I'm looking for my email, my confirmation email. I know she sent one. We've charged your renewed plan to the credit card you have on file. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Best Buy just charged me $179 for something? What the fuck is that? Annie tarnished her legacy big time. I had a really good talk with someone the other day who was kind of like trying to talk me off the fence with Annie. And like let me know that like she has validity because she hasn't heard enough from HQ. But I really, really appreciated the conversation. I just signed up for my first open. I wanted you to know that you and the other CrossFit enthusiasts like yourself are a huge reason why I've been a fan of CrossFit for the sport for 15 years. Oh, that's a nice email. Oh, YouTube consolation slot. Oh, here's the link. Meeting. Okay, maybe I'll send this to Souza if you. if you want to join the 9 a.m. meeting. I should let my kids be in the meeting. Holy shit. There's so much going on. So many fun things going on. I'm trying to catch up in the comments. I bet the Best Buy thing is a scam. I hope you're right. One of your kids is figuring out the internet. Okay. We did it at the NRA for over 200 events. I don't know what you mean. Fuck them, move on. The World Fitness League. Jan and I emailed Heidi's HR department. Jesus. It's true. It better not be true. The post office has your package. What package? I don't have fingers. All right. Seems like the chat's moving along nicely. Okay, where were we in the show? I was about to show you guys something. Where were we? Jan 6, Ireland is fuck, Congress pork bill, vaccines, car guy. What's this? I don't know what this is. Let's watch this. This is something that I don't know what the fuck this is. Let's watch this. Here we go.
Binary.
Remember, I am a lesbian. I am pansexual.
I'm the back-to-back Louisiana's all-time greatest Louisiana car salesman and a fuck pussy.
Wow.
Binary.
Remember, I am a lesbian. I am pansexual.
I'm the back-to-back Louisiana's all-time greatest Louisiana car salesman and a fuck pussy.
Wow. Doug Townsend. 736,000 followers. Wow. This guy's fucking gnarly. Okay, let's click this.
This is the Yellow Sweatshirt Podcast. We're going through a lot of changes. No hair for me, but bush for you. On this podcast, we will make fun of celebrities, social media people, politicians, people in therapy, women with daddy issues. We're bringing back the American way, where Hooters are not blue. No. Hooters are not glue. Balls are not blue. And we always say, fuck you. So follow the Yellow Sweatshirt Podcast. Please come holler.
Wow.
I hate you because we're from different neighborhoods.
Well, I think you're an Uncle Tom. I think I'm going to fly out to California at the end of the month or first of the month, and I'm going to do stuff out there for sure next month. But I'll keep y'all posted. I read all the comments. I'll get back in motion. Thank y'all so much. Hey, buy Cameo. I turned on my Cameos.
Jesus. This account's crazy. This guy sells cars. All right. Louisiana's #1 car salesman.
Do you like the new hairstyle?
No, you look like my friend Danny. So the influencers I just cannot stand anymore are the videos with ladies losing a whole bunch of weight. She'll flash a picture of her and her husband or her and her boyfriend when she was overweight, and she'll say something like, "Look what you missed." Hold on, lady. When you were with that dude, you were overweight, BBW times 10, didn't care about yourself. And then your boyfriend / husband realized that you were never going to take care of yourself and make yourself desirable.
Oh, shut it. I just want to see the funny stuff. Okay, how about this one?
Hey, that's Ashley, Nicole, and Sarah over at Hooters and Denham. I don't know if that's their names, and I don't even know if they work there, but it sounded good. Hey, we got a 23 Scott Pack. Holla.
Wonder how many cars this guy sells.
Apparently, mechanics think we're actually stupid as women. First of all,
We don't care. As a guy in the car industry, can you please unbuckle?
apparently mechanics.
All right, Doug Townsend, the car guy. You know who that chick is? That chick is the worst. You know who that chick is? I can smell the cigarettes. Oh, well said. Wow. This guy says that girl's great. She's great. That chick's the worst. She's great. I don't even know who that is. All right. I don't know if you guys can tell how absolutely stressed I am about this 9 a.m. meeting. I have to protect. That's arson. LA arson. Man arrested in LA for arson. Adrian Bosman. Grooming gangs. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Nixon. Trans cerebral palsy. Firefighters. Look at these comments. TikTok. Did TikTok get banned? What happened with TikTok? Is that out of the news? When does that come back? Taylor Swift. Let's play this. This is some Taylor Swift video. I'm just going through and cleaning out my shit now.
We're asking people if they'd rather have a Taylor Swift concert ticket or one Bitcoin.
Taylor Swift ticket. Taylor Swift ticket, obviously.
A Bitcoin. Guaranteed. I'll have to take the Bitcoin on that one.
Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift ticket.
I would rather have one Bitcoin. For me, one Bitcoin.
Taylor ticket. Definitely Taylor.
This is why women shouldn't vote. I mean, if you can't make a rational, logical choice like that, then, you know, why should you be allowed to cast a vote? Like, why does your fucking opinion even matter? You know, at that point, like, this is the draw that Taylor Swift has, right? She's that magnetic that women will bypass an asset. I mean, it's almost $100,000 at this point, but they'll completely pass on an asset that's worth the price of, I don't know, what is that, 100 Taylor Swift tickets you can buy for that?
We're asking people if they'd rather have a Taylor Swift concert ticket.
I can't believe that. I have to say that's not true. There's no fucking way someone would take a Taylor Swift ticket over Bitcoin. That's fake. Fake news. There's no one that dumb. There's no one that dumb. Right? I wonder when this is going to happen. I need to talk to my tax person. I need to talk to Suze about this.
Yo, listen to this. Anyone homeschooling their kids?
And I will deliver universal school choice, empowering every parent to send their child to the public, private, charter, or religious school that is right for them.
Listen.
And I will allow homeschool parents to spend $10,000 a year tax-free on costs associated with their children's education.
Let's go!
Is that going to be $10,000 per kid? Susie, your tax person? Susie's my everything. Susie's my mommy, my daddy, my brother, my kid, my tax person. Susie's like everything. Oh, let me see if Susie's coming to this meeting. Should I stay live? I could stay live while I'm doing the Google stream and just not show you her face. That's going to be abused. $10,000 is more than my kid's private school tuition. I must go to a shit private school. Oh, school voucher, you have to make less than 44,000 a year. Is that true? That's a fucking joke if that's true. Well, shit, man, I got to look into that. That would be awesome. Here's a public service announcement. Here we go. Don't forget this. This one's really important. This is Pat Lang's take on the world. Here we go.
Message to straight white conservative men.
Listen to minorities, listen to women, listen to people who are trying to educate you. Don't live in ignorance just because it's easy.
What is a woman?
That sounds like a little
Oh, it's Doug again.
They don't even know.
What's your message to straight white conservative men?
Listen to minorities, listen to women, listen.
She says, listen to women, and then he says, what's a woman? And she can't even define it. What the fuck is going on? That can't be real either, right? We don't live with anyone that dumb on planet Earth. Don't listen to white men, only listen to women. Well, what's a woman? I don't know. What a mess. That's not true either, right? What is going on?
You're in for a painful future if you think Trump is going to do a single thing that helps you. I'm so sorry for people that think like you. Well, this is the difference between me and you. I don't expect Trump to do anything for me personally. Maybe protect the country, put America first. Let me make a little bit of money and some room to breathe. That's it. Like, I'm not expecting him to save me like a lot of you think a president or Congress or anybody in the political office, and that for that matter, is going to save you.
Do you see the divide there? It's the exact same thing going on in the CrossFit space with the athletes. Do you see what it is? They expect something to be done for them. It's the exact same fucking thing. It's so amazing how the divide is on that, where your personal accountability is and where CrossFit's accountable.
I don't expect that shit, so I'll be fine. You should worry about you. Take action. You're in.
And the thing is what's fascinating too is that CrossFit is actually being run. CrossFit's like just a boat at sea, and the engines are turned off and the oars have been pulled in, and it's just out there, just getting tossed around by the waves. Like we have a giant vacuum for leadership. There's no leadership. We have no leadership from any of the athletes. We have no leadership from from HQ. There's just this vacuum for leadership. The only leadership the community has is from fucking this podcast. That's it. That's it. I said it. And you know what's and then look at the UFC. Just insane leadership by someone who has incredible capacity to execute, Dana White. He's more famous than the fucking fighters. Yeah, I am the leader. Yeah. I'm not even trying to be the leader, and I'm the leader. I'm the captain. I don't know what that means, but just a fucking boat at sea. There's just no. The athletes have vacated their leadership by siloing themselves in just one little fucking speck of the company. It's wild. Yeah, Dave's doing. Justin Zimbo. Dave's leading pretty well right now. He's doing his part, but I mean, he's still and he's showing signs of the old Dave, you know, by taking leadership and making us feel like someone's in control. I mean, that's all it is. He doesn't even have to be in control. Someone has to just convince us that someone's in control. There's this vacuum. There's this over the years. The folklore and the actions of Dana White have given him a stronger position than any of the fucking athletes. And CrossFit should just follow in that space. I mean, when we had Greg, it was like that for sure. They called it bullying, right? The people, like, if you disagreed with Greg, they called it bullying. But really, it was just sticking to your vision and staying singularly focused. And if you didn't want to be on board, then you were kicked off. You were kicked out. I mean, there's some great examples in the UFC of that. Really fucking famous fighters who thought they fucking could pull weight like Ngannou, and then just fucking, when they didn't want to play ball with Dana, they're gone. UFC is basically a company that just organizes fights. That's how you just have to think of them. They basically just organize fights. So if you want to fight, you have to kiss Dana's ring. That's all it is. It's just a place, like, if you want to, and if you don't want to kiss the ring, then you can go anywhere else to fight. But because of that, it's like very well organized. It's consistent. It's safe. It's comfortable. Hey, what's up, dude?
What up, man?
How are you?
Hey, I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. Living the dream. I'm dreading. I got this meeting in 3 minutes. I'm tripping on.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I guess I'll make it quick. What does she do for you though? Like, she's trying to enhance the station.
You know, she'll
Or
just be
she's
like,
secretly trying to take it down.
She'll just be like, hey, do you have any questions? How do you want to get more subscribers? What can I answer you? We have this new emoji that have you seen our new line of emojis that people can use? You know, I got one question.
You keep a straight face through all of it?
Yeah, I try to. I try to listen very carefully. I try to listen very carefully so that I can ask her questions that might let her see deeper into herself. Like, for me, it's like a religious meeting. I guess everything I do is like that. But for her, it's just like she's just reading off a script. It's a trip. But I guess the one question I would have, the one technical thing I'm wondering about is, I wonder if I can have two shows live at the same time. So let's say Shut Up and Scribble wanted to pull that off. I think we can do it. I think the YouTube station can have two shows streaming simultaneously on one channel. But I don't know. But I suspect, because basically I'm going to eventually, the whole entire channel will be full 24 hours a day. And I just want to make sure, what if two people overlap? I want to make sure. And I think that's almost happened before. Like, if I have a show on and Shut Up and Scribble wants to go on, usually, like, we stay out of each other's way, but I don't want us to have to do that. You know what I mean? Wait, sorry, I lost you. Hold on. I lost you. Say that again. Hello?
Yeah. If you do that, then you're going to have people having to decide which one they're going to tune into.
Yeah, that's okay.
You know what I'm saying? If they overlap too much,
that's okay.
You don't care about that?
No, I'm a media mogul. I'm not. No, no. Full steam ahead.
I mean, you are the leader now. You didn't get the captain reference? It's from that movie with the Somalian pirates. I think they're Somalian, and like, what's his name? That famous actor, Captain something, and the black dude's like, I'm the captain now. You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, but I like it.
Tom Hanks.
With the volleyball?
No, that's Castaway. It's newer than that. Like, his ship or boat, whatever, gets taken over by these Somalian pirates, and the black dude is like, I'm the captain now. And so there's like memes all over the place about it. Anyways.
I just asked to join my work meeting.
I should probably let you go, but I'm going to pose a question about all this CrossFit stuff. One of my favorite movies is Fight Club, and Tyler Durden, Brad Pitt's character, says a line in there when he's talking with Edward Norton, and he says, "Dude, basically, we're all shining the brass on the Titanic. It's all going down." And lately, that's been my sentiment, at least my thoughts on CrossFit in general. It does feel like we're going to lose this thing between athletes doing their thing and HQ changing everything every single year, no consistency. I'm not even going to say the Lazar
I gotta
thing.
go. My
Okay.
meeting's starting.
You got to go. All right, I'll let you go. We'll talk some other time.
We'll talk about shining the brass later. Love you guys. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys for tonight's show. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.